Oh, I actually didn't realize this. So Zidane has a special kneeling animation where he's carrying Garnet for picking up these chests. He kind of bends, instead of like getting on a knee, he like kind of bends down. That's actually kind of nice. That's cool attention to detail that they even bother. They could have just, you know, not had chests here and they wouldn't even had to bother with that. That's cool. Hey, Ravelie Malgo, how's it hanging? So yeah, we never actually got to see this guy do anything except just kind of roll into a ball and then smash the ground full of cracks. So I guess we'll let him actually do stuff this time? How about that? The thing is, I mean, he's just got a couple random attacks. He can group Thundara us, which at this point, not only does it not even do that much damage, but we have Garnet with us, so that's nothing. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. He does have a status effect we haven't seen up until this point yet, though. Of course, we get the Oak Staff first try. The Ultrasound Wave! Phew! Garnet's tiny! Look at her! He can mini us. How fun is that? I think this guy actually teaches you about mini mechanics too, because I believe unlike most status inflicting things, not only will he, I think he's fully capable of miniing a person who's already been minied, which will unshrink them, but he also prioritizes attacking that person, I think, to show that they take more damage. And to show that now Garnet's healing is going to do less. Actually, he's barely, not even healing for triple digits anymore, because she's tiny. Ba-ba-ba-bow. Was he gonna use it again? I love his little casting animation. Like he uses his horns almost start to look like tentacles again. Let's see just how weak Vivi gets too. He just got Blizz. You know, he's mini. Watch how much Blizzard is gonna do. And this is after a focus, and he's weak to ice, so that should be doing like a lot more than 1100 after a focus. Like it would have been doing more than that from base without the focus. There's his Thundara. I forget, actually, does he only have the 3 attacks? He might only have those 3 attacks. I'm trying to think. I want to see if he'll unmini though. I'm pretty sure he does. Oh, so yeah, when someone's mini, the camera angles kind of just stop caring. And they basically just will sit there and do nothing. They'll just stare at them. I'm trying to think, is that the only 3 attacks he has? He stabs you, he Thundaras, and then he doesn't even prioritize hitting someone who's minied. Because he just didn't care and hit Zidane anyways. Do-do-do-do-do-do. But you can see, like, even when you're not really, like, using the cheese, like, he's not particularly threatening. He's a very easy boss. And it's almost a little uncharacteristic. Like, I guess because we only have the 3 party members and, like, Dagger hasn't really been doing anything for a while, so they didn't want you to, like, get destroyed because Garnet was, like, low level or something. And you just couldn't do anything about it, because you can't really do anything at this point. I mean, that's not true, because you can grind in the dungeon. Because the fights in there aren't easy, but they're good experience still. I think that's actually everything. Stab. Nice dodge. It's funny too, because like the cheese, you can see that even like how virulent the cheese is. Because look, we're shrunk now, and I can still just be like attack with Zidane for like 14 damage, and then it's gonna be like, oh no! and then it won't do anything for the rest of the fight. You can just do it like this. Like, it's kind of silly, honestly. So we'll just defend for a little bit while we have, see what he does. He should be able to unshrink us. I'm pretty sure. Because the thing is, I think part of the reason why they let you get unshrunk here too is because you don't have really any way to cure Mini yet. Because the cure for Mini is more Mini. So, right, we've all been shrunk and now we just can't do any damage. In a way, it's almost like they expect you to do the cheese. In that sense. Because it's like, if you're at this point when you've been Mini'd, like, your only reasonable source of damage is Vivi. And even then, when the boss curls up, it raises its magic defense to max too, not just its defense. So Vivi's magic can't pierce it either. I'm pretty sure. Oh, here we go. See, he'll use it. Although I don't know if that... This might just be because everyone's been minied. And then at that point, if he picks it, he'll just pick a random target regardless. I almost want to wait then. Wait for him to use it one more time then. We'll see. I mean, we're defending and he's, oh, there you go. He's blinded. Well, he's using on Vivi again, so that's more applicable to thinking that he always minis someone who's been unminied. By the way, I guess while we're here, I'll point out a really interesting detail. So, defending, you know, gives you 75% evasion, which stacks with the blind, so he'll almost never hit us. And of course, defending also gives you, you know, like you take half damage. Interesting thing about defending, though, is that I believe protect and defend do not stack together. If you have protect on you and you defend, it does not... Defending doesn't increase your defense anymore. So you can't have, like, super mega defense by defend and protecting, which would be quarter damage, which would be really good, but I guess they figured that that's, like, physical attacks already are, like, a little weaker in this game just because of the fact that, like, you know, when you use the Thundara, right, Thundara never misses, versus a physical attack which can always just miss. Alright, well, I kind of have to do this. Relatively, Yamago is weak to ice. We've pretty sure I've focused Vivi up to 99 magic at this point easily, so, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's dead here. He might not even take more than one hit. Yeah. Wham. Poor guy. Didn't stand a chance. So, of course, like I said last time, you know, he tells you too, like, there's two, outcomes for, well, two correct outcomes for this fight. Right? You choose beginning, cooperation sounds, and then you can choose either hero or human. I always go with human because that is what I personally think of with that kind of thing, but hero is just as valid as a choice. So let me choose hero. Although Joseph's death was not reported to his daughter... Jeez, I screwed that up already. Although... I can't... For some reason, these big text boxes get to me. Historian's explanation. Although Joseph's death was not reported to his daughter, the manner of his death speaks for itself. This is the story of a true hero. Are you satisfied with your choices? How come you chose hero for the conclusion? People follow a person who keeps on track. That's why I think a hero who acts in a straightforward manner is remembered for generations. And then, yeah, same thing afterwards. And you get your Eidolon. If for, you know, whatever reason you've simply kind of gotten stumped by this guy, and you couldn't find all of them, you can in fact just give up. Are you going to give up? I give up. Are you going to quit? I think it's funny that he's like double checking on that. That's too bad. Your summon power is beginning to return. But it is your choice. I hope to see you again someday. It's kind of funny how uneventful it is. I would imagine that during, like, a speedrun, that's probably what they just do, wouldn't it be? Because, like, you don't need Ramuh. I'm trying to think, like, there's not, like, Ramuh's actually, like, I mean, we haven't seen it yet, so I won't talk too much about that, but, trying to think. I feel like, you know, it's a summoning spell, and summon magic tends to be, you know, long animation, so I feel like they probably do just skip it during a speedrun, because, like, you don't really need it, and generally you just want to be doing quick physical attacks anyways. And you have one final outcome. So, if you just screw up the order and just pick badly or whatever, that does not make up a story. Start over. Do you want to begin? No. Then I shall wait. So they're actually really nice to you there. If you screw up the story, they just tell you that no. You can't. So I think like even if we pick like, you know, silence and then human here or some vaguely thing, he's just like, nope. You have no choice but to get it. You either get it right or you just give up. Actually, once you have all 5 pieces... Yeah, once you have all 5 pieces of his thing, you can't even give up anymore. You have to do it. So, that, in a way, you don't have options anymore, but it's also like they're nice enough that, like, you can't screw yourself. Hey, Zagnol, how's it shaking? So, jeez, yeah, we went over Zagnol all the way back when, and I figured I might as well be thorough and go over the random encounter one again. We pretty much went over everything that there is to know about it, but we can show off that right now because he hasn't used Electrocute. If we hit him with Thunder, it will actually hurt him, but just, you know, half damage because he's resistant to electricity right now. Once he's randomly chosen to Electrocute, now he absorbs electricity, which we can also show off because why not? Be thorough, right? Damn, yeah, you can see the difference when he ignores his magic defense. Jeez. Now let's attack a couple times with Zidane. I think 2 attacks will be enough. By the way, this thing's weak to water, which is a, you know, a funny little detail. You wouldn't know it because you don't have access to water stuff right now, but you know. Makes sense, the Thunder dude's weak to water. Let's heal, cause I want to show off. So I was a little wrong about its Thundara thing. Oh jeez. Oh, well, she's tranced. Not that that really matters. She still has Eidolon as her thing, and she can't use any Eidolons right now. I for it, maybe... Okay, let's smack him with Vivi. Maybe that'll put him in range. Basically, once he's down to 1/4 of his HP, his attack pattern will change. I thought he'd counter, but I was wrong about that. Or, like, kind of. More specifically, what it is that when you hit him down to 1/4 of his HP, that is when he does a counter. That is a, you know, a Thundara all thing. I don't remember if he always does it now. Like, let's try smacking Vivi again, and you know he's about to Thundara again. Is it Thundara everyone again? I think it does. Nope, that's just Vivi. Okay, good to know. So yeah, anytime you hit him, if you hit him down to 1/4 HP or lower, then he will use his Green Thundara. So it's kind of a counter attack, but I think it's an HP based. It's more of like an HP based thing where he just does it once. I think maybe he'll do it again if Vivi smacks him. We'll see. No, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, so it's just a one-time thing. Which makes sense. And he didn't even do it again afterwards, so... But let me check one more time. I think it's just a one-time thing. But again, I just want how much I love Zagnol's design. It's got, like, how many pairs of horns on its face? Like, it's got horns on its head, horns coming from its mouth. Like, weird tusk things coming from, like, the sides of its mouth. It's got, like, spikes. It's got like a thing that kind of looks like almost like an afro or whatchamacallit, like a mohawk kind of going down its back. There's a lot of cool enemy designs in this game, and like I think I pointed this out, but like You'll notice up until this point we haven't seen any duplicates because this game doesn't really have any palette swap enemies, with very few exceptions. Like the friendly monsters that we haven't really seen yet are always like, technically they're just palette swaps, but they use like different animations and they have details to them that are, you know, not just they're the same enemy but like different color, like because like they'll have different like parts of their model. He didn't group Thundara, did he? No. So yeah, that's just a one-time thing. Finish him off, Zidane. Whambo. Hey there, Secret Bats. What's your secret plan? So Secret Bats have a kind of funny mechanic with them, and it's related to their absorb spells. So theirs is a little different because they have like a counter that kind of goes up and resets. So if you know, you haven't killed the Secret Bat's partner yet, I forget if you can find 3 of them, but if none of the Secret Bats have died yet, I think they have to be by themselves again. But you know, you can see where this is going, but it's a little different because instead of just immediately using their stronger attack, they have like a special sequence they go through where basically they'll use the regular absorb spell, and then they'll use another spell called Absorb More, which does a lot more damage. Before he was doing like barely any damage at all. Now all of a sudden he's doing like triple digits. And finally, he will use Absorb even more, and Vivi is freaking dead for 500 damage, and this thing's just healed. And now it will loop back through Absorb, Absorb more, and Absorb even more in that order until you kill it, basically. Which is, you know, kind of a funny little thing. Oh, we didn't kill it, too. Which, you know, just to double check on this, we'll showcase that he is going to use Absorb more right after this again. I forget if they might also be set up to always hit the same target, so he might, I believe, yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. I think he'll hit Garnet again. He'll hit Dagger one more time, and that's a part of their AI too. I think they always hit the same person. And she dead. So yeah, that's kind of a funny little thing. It's such a funny sounding attack to just absorb even more. Just like they get mad and just start really draining you. So remember this book that I ignored earlier? You know, someone's talking, try to listen. Challenge me if you dare, forget it. Save your energy. I'm trying to go through this fast because we have a time limit here. So this is an optional boss, a secret boss essentially. This is why you have 30 minutes to do this section, because this guy exists. Tantarian! I accidentally said his name earlier, but here he is. Okay, he's using Doom, that's good. So Tantarian is, let me just pause, because we have a time limit. Let's talk about this. So I didn't want to do this at this moment, but I figured I might as well actually show off the fight at least now. I'm not necessarily going to be able to beat this guy, because he's actually pretty hard at this point. Because if you can't pick up what I'm saying, even though he's an optional boss, we do get a chance to fight this guy later. And, you know, obviously if you fight him later, you know, you're not as underleveled, and you don't have a 30-minute timer to deal with, so, you know, that's fun. And you'll probably figure it out pretty quick, but basically the gimmick with this guy is that right now he has incredible defense, but every time we hit him... Oh, nice miss, Zidane. Every time you hit him, it like increases his page number by how much damage you do. And... assuming he doesn't just kill us right now. Oh, boom! Yeah, look how much damage that just did. Bam. That's why I put auto potion on. Try to give us a chance to, you know, not die instantly every time he does something. There you go. Page 168. I've been found! Once you get him to page 150 to 200, you find the actual monster. And now he'll just sit here and cast poison on us, which we've put Antibot on everyone, so no biggie there. And now we're just gonna use magic on him. If you use another physical attack, there's a good chance that he'll react to that by closing himself up again. So you have to be careful about that. We can use sword magic though, which is nice. And other than that, we'll just have Vivi heal again. And I guess we can just have Zidane steal. I mean, I don't know why I'm bothering to heal Vivi because he's about to die, but you know. I just thought something. I'm curious about this. I've never actually tried to do this. Dude! That's awesome! You can have characters self-heal themselves! That is so cool! I didn't think that would work! I'm a genius! But yeah, Tentarians can be a pretty difficult boss if you don't know what you're doing. Like, he has a group attack when he's closed that has a good chance of just killing you. So if you get unlucky at the fight, when the fight starts, he can just wreck your shit. The funny thing is, though, is that this guy actually is one of the... He's an optional boss, and this guy actually has a 1 in 256 steel for a piece of armor called the Demon's Mail that's like for Steiner and Freya, and it is insanely powerful if you get it at this point in the game. Like, if you got this, Steiner and Freya would basically just be invincible until like the end of the game. But the thing is, it's a 1 in 256 steel, and you're on a time limit, so you don't exactly have all the time in the world to be getting this steel, so the chances of you actually getting this are basically non-existent. Which, you know, is kind of unfortunate. I'll keep stealing, though. Am I gonna bother healing? Nah, I don't feel like it. There's no point. It speeds it up a little bit, but it's like, Vivi's doing good damage anyways. If you couldn't tell, you know, he a book, so he weak to fire. Yeah, and after a certain period of time passes, he closes himself anyways. But I think if we have everyone attack now, we should open him right back up. I think we should get enough damage out of this. Who did I have attack first? I should have had Zidane attack after Vivi, now I think about it. I might have bone this up. Oh, I did, okay. I wasn't paying attention, so that's good. Because Zidane has the most damage right now because of his higher, like, I don't even know. Because he has higher strength and shit, so gives him higher minimum damage. And there you go, opened up again. I'll go over this guy more in depth later, but for now it's like, I don't really care, because this is just for funsies. Just to kind of show what you're looking for. Or I guess what you're looking at. You can see he has quite a bit of HP. I think he has over... I think he has something in the realm of like 12k or something. So he has quite a bit more HP than most of the bosses we've seen up until this point. And by most, I mean all. Because none of the bosses even reached like half that until now. Except maybe like Antlion and Beatrix are probably close. But yeah, we got all those other steals, but he has that Demon's Mail, and we'll probably not get that. The weird... I swear, like, stealing is so weird in this game sometimes, because it's like, I know it's just random, but I swear sometimes, like, if you get a really rare steal, you tend to get it right away, rather than after stealing forever. Like, I don't know if that's because of the way RNG might be weird in this game, I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, that's a good question right there. We have one more fire left, and then we'll be out of magic. Da 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 da. Boom! He's still living though, because yeah, he's got that fat HP. Let's detect him just to showcase what I'm talking about. And we'll screw it. We'll throw out some ethers at Vivian Steiner. Well, let's show what we're looking at here. Demon's Mail. Yeah. It's quite a mark of honor, I would even say, to actually have the Demon's Mail, especially from this particular fight. Just because it's quite rare to actually get. Oh, he's going back in too. That might actually be bad, because I have a feeling he... So, maybe we'll see his attack. Because he has, like, 3 things he can do when he's chilling here like this. We saw Doom, and we saw him use Edge, which is his single-target physical attack. But he has a multi-target physical attack, which is quite strong. And I wonder if we'll see it here. Because, I mean, if we game over, you know, I don't even care. No one's using this again. Wham! Look at that! Just eviscerated Freya. Yeah, because Vivi has the Magician's Robe, and he's in the back row, and he still almost got one shot, so... I'm not surprised that Freya just stood no chance. Let's put Freya back up. Do-do-do-do-do. And we'll fire her one more time. He should be almost dead, though. Actually, given how much damage you're doing, he's probably closer to 20k in terms of health. Like, he's got a lot of HP for this point in the game. Which is kind of offset by the fact that Vivi's doing some mad damage right now. We'll use fire. If this doesn't kill him, I guess we'll show off that. What happens if we use a physical attack right now? Just for funsies. It'd be funny if this killed him right now, actually. By the way, if you couldn't tell, based on the fact that he's carrying Demon's Mail and all this other stuff, he counts as a demon. So Demon Killer, or Devil Killer, gives you the damage. Oh, here it comes. I think we just lost. Paper Storm. Oh, Zidane living. Not that it matters. There's no way he lives another attack unless he dooms us. Actually, it'd be kind of awesome if he doomed us. I wonder if you can solo revive. Nope. Edge dead. Annihilated. Game over. We got one last thing to show off though, because after everything we've done, I never did show up what happens if you run out of time. So I'll cut over to that. So see you in a little bit. So I just cut back here because basically what I did is I let the timer just run for half an hour, which, you know, took a while, but I noticed it right. I got here right as the timer ran out. And I didn't realize there's no scene or anything. It just fades out and you get a game over. I'm kind of surprised it's so uneventful. But yeah, that'll be it for this half part. See you later.